Hello everyone. Today I'm going to go over the basics of charging and caring for LiPo batteries. Okay, this is a LiPo battery. In a LiPo battery there are cells. The cell stores your voltage. A cell rating is how many packets of cells are combined into one battery. There is one S, S standing for cell, I don't understand it either, but that's the terminology, all the way up to, I think, 6S. Each cell has a average voltage of 3.7 volts. If you order a LiPo battery new, it should come at 3.7 volts. Fully charged voltage is 4.2 volts. With that 3.7 volts, you can calculate what the total voltage is of a battery. With a 2S, it would be 7.4. With a 3S, it would be 11.1, and so on. Also, there is a capacity rating within your battery. This is measured in milliamp hours. This particular battery here is a 4600 milliamp hour battery. Your milliamp hours will generally tell you how long of a run time you will have with the battery. Also, there's what's called a C rating, which dictates how fast the battery will discharge while using it, and also how fast you can charge said battery. This particular battery is a 60C battery, so it will discharge faster than, say, a 20C discharge rating for more like a crawler. A 60C would be decent for entry-level bashing. 100C would be perfect for heavy bashing and or racing. Now let's get into charging. This is a LiPo charger. It has many functions and can charge many different types of batteries. But today we're just going to talk about LiPos. Now with LiPos, if you're charging anything over a 1S battery, you need to balance charge it. There's no other way around it. You need to balance charge it. And that is done with a balance board. There is an extra white connector poking off of your battery. That is your balance plug. You will plug it into the corresponding port on your balance charger when you plug it in. Also, within charging, you want to keep an eye on how low your batteries are. Storage voltage is around 3.4 to generally. It all depends on who you talk to and what your battery recommends. But that is generally around storage voltage. You want to keep storage voltage if you are not going to use your battery for a very prolonged amount of time. Now, the lowest a LiPo battery can go is 3.0 volts. You do not want to run your battery to past 3.0 volts. It will damage the battery and possibly your RC card. And with all that out of the way, here's a little instruction on how to use a charger. First, you want to plug in your charger. get it to the settings that you want within the menu. Then plug in your battery, plug in the balance port, and then go through the setup to put in the parameters for your battery. Generally, you want to charge your battery at 1C, which is off of your milliamp hours. With this 4600 milliamp hour Gens Ace battery that I have, it would be 4.6 amps. Then you hit start and you're good to go. There are many things to watch out for with lipos. They are quite delicate. You need to watch out for temperatures. If your lipo battery gets too hot, it can damage it. If it gets too cold, it can build condensation inside, and water is very bad for a lipo getting inside the packets, inside the cells. That's very bad for it too. So keep them in a dry, cool place, and hopefully within a fireproof container or lipo bag. Also, another thing to watch out for with your lipo batteries is puffing. Puffing occurs when things start to corrode within your battery. When puffing occurs, it's your battery telling you that, hey, I'm probably not going to be around very much longer. Some people do use puffed lipo batteries, myself included, but they generally are not a safe thing to run. Also, a good thing to look into to keep your lipos in tip-top shape is a cell checker. A cell checker will not only check the total voltage of your battery, but it will also check each individual cell of a battery. Now, within the care of batteries, you want to keep an eye on each individual cell. If a particular cell drops too low and another cell is fine, the battery may be damaged. And I know it sounds counterintuitive to some people, but leaving your batteries charged for prolonged amounts of time is also damaging. I have been guilty of this when I first got into the hobby, of taking 2 trucks with me on a trail run but charging 6 batteries. And within that trail run I only used 3. Those other 3 batteries that were fully charged, if not discharged, will become damaged. Also, another point is discharging. If you fully charge a battery, use it a little bit and come back and it's 4 volts, you need to discharge it down to a safe storage charge. This greatly helps prolong the life of the battery. Now, if you have a battery that is already damaged or puffed or at the end of its life, there are proper disposal procedures for those. You can take it to a battery center to get it recycled, such as a Batteries Plus, or I think Best Buy takes them too. A bigger effort is to put them in a saltwater mix. By putting them in salt water, it drains the battery completely to 0.0 volts. It is a long process to do this though. I think I've heard it takes a month or 2. And lastly, which forewarning, I do not recommend this at all, puncturing the battery. Puncturing the battery discharges it instantly into a fireball. I told you at the beginning, these batteries are very delicate, and that is why. If anything goes wrong with these batteries, it will end in a fireball. I highly do not recommend puncturing a battery, but it is the fastest way to dispose of a Lipo battery. And that's it. That's the basics to charging and caring for Lipo batteries. As always, everyone, stay safe, stay sane, be nice to each other, and thank you for watching.